Yes, welcome back once more to the only campaign of mine that stayed on the same goddamn day, so I don't have to do any title updates. Uh, Sunday Unfortunate Sons, session 48, A Web of Truth, which sounds way more nefarious and dangerous than what this party actually got themselves into in reality. However, as last time we left off, Kez had unfortunately, as not by the DM's prompting, but by the party's own confirmation, was sent off to the latrines to die. Before I gave him an orb to ponder, while he was also in the latrines dying. So as the party came back after a long session and break, finding themselves in the tavern, the party themselves were gathered around relaxing and talking about a few things and listening to the air quotes radio at this point as players continue to make fun of, none in this script thankfully. Um, Hearing about the Fortunate Sons, that was totally the Unfortunate Sons, as Eider has fully established. It's just an alternate name of the group. As the party looked slightly at the beginning of the session for one of the World Travelers reporters that seemed to supposedly be following the party. However, thankfully, once a realization was had, Eider fully not letting it go and still taking full acceptance of all the deeds that they did in the back as a gag. The party kind of caught on, realizing no reporter was watching them given their current situation inside one of the most isolated territories in the fucking nation. I mean, you guys literally had to fly here on a special airship to get in here. Sorry.
Been a nice vacation.
Right? Oh, it's been a fantastic vacation for you all. However, as the party was given notice from a few couriers, not only confirming that Eider was no longer the king of, or a king candidate for the King's Moot over in the Snowbeard lands, to his enjoyment and to the joy of the rest of the party as well. Another plot hook they got to avoid at this point. The party also got a courier from Zebril at the same time of of the party's final mission. However, with the letter they had received from the Snowbeard Kingdom seemingly containing something that caught Eider's attention magically, they decided to retreat back into their rooms to listen to it. While Eider gained a plethora of lore that DM isn't going to repeat because mostly he doesn't remember like 90% of it right at this moment. Other than a few minor things that we did find out, or Eider did find out who his uncle was, that he had an uncle that wasn't dead, and that his uncle was now dead, potentially. And that the Snowbeard Kingdoms were once again blowing up, but in good news, it had nothing to do with him. He was also given a lore dump on who the Morans and the Zonde roughly were, what the involvement of the family, and what the whole interest in Eider seemed to be by the clans, by these two enemy clans. Basically, a massive amount of information, and as some players may have pointed out, basically a list of to-dos or quests for the party to go and complete, on top of their gathering side quests that they seem to use, like Skyrim, to avoid the main plot.
Huzzah.
Now, that was only the first 30 minutes. No, as the party after that decided to, after a vivid and long match of Go Fish with the Ned's fishing cards, teaching Dom how to become proficient at this unique and now what is becoming slowly canon, a special druid card game that only druids know, like Thieves' Cant to Rogues. The party managed to regather, explaining a few things, although Eider keeping a lot to his chest. The party began planning for the next part of the quest, assumedly with Eider realizing not much could be done, as the party could still see their death in what Zebril was asking. As their final quest involved, as they always knew, slaying of Glitterhoof. However, now the realization of fighting a purple worm with 4 intelligence rings upon its body and being massive enough to carry a colossal plus elemental on its back was quite a daunting task for one, even at the levels that this party was. But as the party steeled themselves and with resolve and began to head out to the city and planning to head towards the Underdark, they found themselves interrupted, meeting their guide, Tylo, who I have now been confirmed is Tylo Chast Zebrilson, as his full name. However, the party doesn't actually know his full name. It is no longer a diplomatic mission. I'll let the party explain that to Kez in-game when we get to it, don't worry.
Well, it hasn't been explained to us.
It's true. And that makes it even more fun for you to figure it out. As Kez will look to you for guidance, as you are the leader. But as the party meeting Tylo and learning a few things about him as he showed his, or had managed to grab a few bottles of alcohol, and other than a minor scolding, managed to get the party heading out in the right direction. A young and strapping elf that looked surprisingly, well, not to be racist, but normal for an elf child of a giant illithid dragon. No tentacles, average looking. Honestly, other than his extremely high level, that there's really nothing strange about this child and his obsession with stealing alcohol. But as the party kind of digressed, realizing this was their guide and accepting the situation, without much shopping, as the party had pretty much already gathered most of their materials that they could and the items they could craft, they left Kez behind to ponder his orb on the toilet, dying from overstimulation from jelly beans. As Dom established as we were leaving, because I made the joke about pondering an orb, and Dom made a joke about running in and seeing you in the bathroom, so we're sticking with that as now legitimate lore.
Oh, that's right, the jelly beans. I forgot about
Yeah.
that bit.
So, to Kez's
Jelly bean.
perspective, Kez had too many jelly beans and then was watching from an orb that over his church in King's End, basically like from a bird's eye view, as he was dying.
I got
I thought I
some
just stashed them
Tabasco
in the
flavored
forge.
ones.
Exactly. What was that, Eider?
I thought I just stashed them in the forge.
Oh,
So that way you could
oh
just
no,
pop
I'm
out.
getting to that.
He's
Don't worry.
shitting in the forge.
Oh,
No, I'm getting that.
Uncontrollably shitting in the forge.
As though Dom sing, I forgot about that. You're not wrong. I did forget about that part at the end. I did. That was why Dom went in there. As Dom managed to pick up Kaz and throw him in along, or when Eider was with Eider's, what was it? The ring, I believe it was that you had the slotty ring.
I just rolled it over him.
Yeah.
Just scooped his ass up while
That's
he was
right.
like
That's
staring
right.
at the
Yeah,
orb.
yeah. With but with Kez secured inside the still noting floating plane that kind of just it floats alongside Eider whenever it's open and then cements itself into reality when the door opens. Which, although the party didn't see it, unfortunately, some of the tavern was damaged in the little transition of Kez's maneuvers. But as the party decided to continue their mission, heading out of the city, they found Zedrul's caves had been updated with a unique magic item, giving them the ability to teleport to a unique to the location they had last seen, as long as the party as a group remembered. Unfortunately, as the item required a majority, and Ned was never actually part of the previous quest of fighting the Coral Golem due to being busy at the time with his stomach dying from jelly bean overdose. And we don't talk about the other items he ate. The party found themselves hoping and relying on Eider and Domnander's luck. To which, while paid off, the party did barely manage to evade the DC and get teleported to the location heading down below. That's true. As the party now found themselves at the entrance to the Underdark, Tylo gave them a few warnings and some advice, looking at a few herbs, showing and answering a few questions as he guided them through what looked to be a smaller tunnel into the world below. Eventually, kind of giving them a few warnings best he could to avoid anything that he saw that he thought or he would run away from. The party immediately ignored that advice, disregarding it completely and going into the next room where they walked up to a merchant who mysteriously seemed to be awaiting them with his fleshy car, we'll call it his beetle vehicle, and his mini apex monster items. And once the party had realized that Tylo had vanished, quick assumption of him scouting around as a 12-year-old elven boy fully was grasped by the party and assumed, instead of the belief that he had just ran off because the party was in danger. Unfortunately, as the party found themselves purchasing a few items from this individual, not knowing of any danger and hoping that this individual was fully legitimate, they managed to get locked into a pact to slay a god that will now probably steer their future into a different direction as things go on. Oh yeah, by the way, Kez, a little side note for you to be angry about. Your party now has to go kill Oat. Like you have
Well,
to.
it was already on the table.
That was always gonna
No,
be.
yeah, that is
was
now
always
a
my
required
quest.
quest.
It's just now it's sealed in for
Yeah.
sure.
But we came back at the end of the quest. at the end of the session as the party saw a few spiders now jostling from above, seemingly watching them and making strange movements, Ned of which had managed to realize that they seemed to be making mating dances down at them. The party finds themselves now attacked by two let me make sure my notes, because size does matter in 3.5. That's what she said. I know. Let me check. Gargantuan. I am correct in that. One gargantuan and one colossal spider seems to be kind of coming down from the caverns above. The web seemingly fully supporting these creatures as they do. The giant skull and crossbone patterns on their back thoraxes, and glimmering with this white, almost metal-like material seemingly coating it. The creatures seem to be looking down at you lot as we come back to session in the evening of the 4th of the coin, or August, in the year 65,006. It is late evening, but the party wouldn't know that because it's fucking dark and there's cave above them up here, so... But as you lot find yourself back in session, looking up at the creatures as they begin to lower themselves down towards you, let's fucking get some initiative! As Kez suddenly finds himself, his stomach clearing. Kez, your vision comes back to you. Your eyes are no longer clouded over with the stench and foulness of death in the area, in the forge.
I wake up, I go outside, I'm like, oh, what's all the ruckus? Ah,
Spiders. 10 million spiders.
I should have just been asleep for a little bit longer.
Nope. As Tylo kind of steps back as he sees Kez come up kind of drunkenly taking a couple of steps as his body's still a little weak from the fatigue of dying for a few hours. Tylo kind of nods and heads into the background as he steps away watching. Alright, and then as we get back into it, Eider with a 13 in initiative, non-nat 20 from the Dominander, fuck yeah. My loyal minions defeat the Spider Twins, my great rival, yells out Tylo as he rolls a nat 1 and will no longer be in combat. Oh my god, Ned, that wasn't a challenge.
Oh, come on!
Ned's so intrigued by their mating dance.
Dude.
A classic Ned move.
Dude,
Great to be
right?
back, everybody.
Oh, that was good. Alright, let me roll my two stats here. So this will be, this first one is the gargantuan one, and this one is the colossal. Oh, well.
Oh.
The spiders
One
are
of them-
just too sexy. He's got a point. He has a fair point. He's too sexy for his thorax. What do you mean? It's exactly it. Oh, here, actually, we'll do it the other way. There we go. All right, time to get the shiny math rocks out. For those who got them. As the DM pulls up things. And now that Hunter's back, I actually get to take off the kid gloves because I don't have to feel bad about this being your first combat back. So who's ready to really party?
Hey,
Uh-huh.
I mean, hey, wait. Oh, this is my first combat back. What's going
I know,
on
exactly. It's theirs too. Don't worry, we didn't have combat last session.
Here? Oh.
You're in good
Yeah,
company.
Wayne, just for you.
Actually, in fact,
damn.
yeah. They really wanted to make sure you were there
Definitely.
for it. Because, well, Tylo doesn't want to waste his healing spells. Those can actually be useful when the time comes.
Oh,
When we're
shit.
fighting the big ass worm, because peace is not an option. Yeah.
Exactly. Nice for the knowledge devotion. Remind me, do you get any, like, lore stuff, or is that just for your abilities?
It's just it's a separate one to just generalize knowledge. It's not for like specifically the
Okay.
spider. It's just like the feat has its own like listed
Roll.
results.
Okay. Wanted to make sure if it had like a thematic thing, because I've realized you've been doing this, and I never asked about that. You know, I figure if there's something to do with Spellforge, I know, hey, that might help. All right, cool. So yeah.
No, I can link the feat for you real fast.
Oh yeah, feel free. Just for my future, in case we want to use that for any storytelling stuff. All right, as the battle music kicks on, I don't actually have battle music because YouTube copyright struck me last time. Fuck you, YouTube, for that. We have first round of initiative. Not surprising, as Dom, having seen the creatures, actually, I believe first before Ned spotted them.
Yes.
and eyeing them the entire time last session with the sense motive checks. You never know; they could have had motivation.
We're
They do have
staring at it.
motivation
yes,
for Ned.
yes, they
Oh,
definitely had
no.
motivation for Ned. But as the party, okay, cool. As the party kind of sees this, hears the creatures crinkling down. Dom, you're one of the first to kind of notice how close these creatures are getting. And as you look up, not a second later, you look over to where the merchant was, and he is gone. Everything about all of his items, the only thing left is a table, and that is it. And the missing dust from where his ass was. As you look about and
Yeah.
then look back up at the spiders and see them approaching. Currently, still about 50 feet above you guys.
50 feet. Okay, let me
Correct.
check something real quick because I was about to ask
And
distance.
a secondary
Yeah, I
question
figured-
on the map. I think we had the dimensions listed earlier. If someone wants to go back and look that up, but there you go.
Okay. My
a reminder,
range.
you are up in the top
That
left.
is within range of my sling.
Oh shit!
So
Let's see what you got.
I believe it is time for Obsidian Splinter Shard to once again make its wrath known. How close are they to each other?
They are within 10 feet of each other.
Okay, let me check. It's been a hot second since I looked at its actual item description, but I have it right here. It is a 30-foot radius, so instead of targeting one of the spiders and forgoing the direct sling damage, can I aim for the middle and get them both with the shards?
You don't need to. You can just you need to hit one of them because you can't just hit in the middle of the air and make it break
Yes,
apart.
correct. They are floating in the middle of the air. They're not climbing down the
Oh,
walls.
they're not at
Yeah.
the ceiling still. Sorry.
No.
So I do need to hit one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll go for the colossal one then, since
Okay.
it's a larger threat.
Can confirm my AC
Thank
is
you
one
for
less.
saying that, Lev, because I was thinking they were still attached to the ceiling, but no, they are dangling. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit air, guys. I don't know if you know this. I developed an ability over the break to
It's a new
punch
magic
air.
ability.
I didn't know that Dom had a flak slingshot. Holy
Yep.
shit!
Yeah.
Just gonna
How did you
explode
not know
it.
that?
I'm hacking. Dom's hacking, actually.
Develop freaking flak weapons. Holy shit!
Right?
We've been using that for half a year.
No, he's joking. That's the
Oh,
joke.
thank God.
Yeah.
That is only a 13 to hit.
13 shockingly
On the
does not
colossal?
hit my AC. Well, actually, no, it does hit my. It doesn't hit my flat-footed. No.
I'm about to say this thing is huge. It's
Yeah.
mostly
Yeah.
Yeah, but my flat-footed AC is still pretty high because of natural AC bonus. So.
No, that's what I
Yeah.
say. It's flat-footed is not.
So
really
that
gonna
doesn't
matter.
hit.
All right, true.
I'm assuming the shards. Yeah, I think it has to hit.
It has to hit what
first.
you're intending to hit. Yep.
Yeah.
Because you usually just aim at the
Um,
dirt, which is why you have such a low
And
bar.
I don't have anything that can make me reroll, so I suppose I will not move, and I will take my second shot
All right, let's see what you got. Winding it up.
on big boy. Fucking, I rolled the same number.
As-
13.
As you wind up aiming up, some dust coming down from the ceiling as these spiders kind of bump into the walls and stuff, and hitting your eye as you feel the sling go wide and watch the shot go about 5 or 10 feet kind of to the left, hitting the stone as it cracks into the stone and then disappears and reappears into the sling.
Damn. First turn back from break, and of course I'm whiffing it.
Yeah.
Let me check my fun stuff before I end my turn. That one can't do. They're not close enough. That one takes an action. I need to check this. What does it do? I can still make my bluff check contested by their sense motive to gain a bonus
Yeah.
to hit next turn. So I will do that.
Quick question: is sense motive an intelligence skill?
That's a wisdom.
Oh, fantastic! I can roll for that. I was like, wait a minute, I don't have intelligence. What do I do
Intelligence,
here?
I would not be good as Dom is. I'm a
I was
wisdom
saying,
guy.
downside, I got a 0. Oh, 6.
19.
Well, yeah, definitely bluffed me.
Dom spreads his feathered wings wide and intimidates the spider into thinking he's bigger than he is.
Doing
Um,
head jig as it makes it look like you're a predator ready
Oh,
to eat
yeah.
the creature.
I'm mimicking spider legs with my wings.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that's all I could do at the range they're at. So that will be the end of my turn, guys.
Ned has like quickly in the background stepped away to where Tylo is, and is just like using
Ned's
having
taking a
Tylo light
bathroom
his
break.
little joint.
Ned was taking a bathroom break on the table the guy just left.
Mm. Oh my god.
It'd probably be faster if Ned took a bathroom break.
True.
Be on the spot.
On yeah, smoking a pre-roll joint, you ain't wrong.
Swift action.
Oh my god. I was gonna say, I hope you're not having to roll it too, because Jesus, man. No.
No, I just got a shit ton of free rolls from
Oh, okay, fair.
Michigan.
I gotta go tomorrow. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that later. All right, back to the D&D stuff. Fair enough. As Ned takes a quick smoke in the background, his pre-combat hit, as he's known to do, the Gargantuan, which is the smaller of the two spiders, is up. And since I don't have to hold back now, I get to use the cool thing. I am going to move my full 30 feet going down to get within 25 feet of you all. And then I'm going to free action dimension slide as you see the spider suddenly appear or rip or kind of pull out its long arm? Oh, yeah, arm. And a long tendril bluish blade of what looks to be almost bone-like material seems to kind of extend out slowly and cuts into literally the fabric of reality as it opens up what looks to be some sort of devoid realm that even from here seems to begin. You can feel the air flowing towards it, almost as if it's being sucked in as the creature jumps in and disappears, reappearing once more right behind Kesnanok.
Man.
They weren't magic casters until Kez showed up. However, I had to make sure it was worth Kez's time.
I knew they.
He doesn't
last
show up for
session.
combat unless he is going to get to be godly in it and killing terrifying beasts.
I barely get to do that. Come on.
Exactly. He
Just roll
revels
good,
in the
Kez.
striking, in the combat this creature gives.
Quick question.
I'm your hype
How
man.
far
I got
away-
you.
How far away
Kez
is
closes
Kez?
his eyes.
Kez within 5 feet.
Play dead. Maybe they'll leave.
Alright. Kez is within 5 feet as far as it goes. And I am going to bite Kez.
Cool. Roll a wolf save.
Fuck you, no. Why?
I had my-
Hold on.
I had my sanctuary up last session. Remember?
Oh, that's right, because you put it up when you guys saw the
Yes.
things above you. That's fair. That's fair. Alright.
Yeah, Dom was like spiders.
Well, for the Gargantuan, that is an 18.
That fails.
Fuck! Does that mean I can't attack Kez, or just
Yep.
anybody within the thing?
You can't attack Kez. It's per target.
Okay, it is per target. Well, okay, so alright. As Kez, you kind of look up and then suddenly feel something, the wind blow across your back as if something had just slashed into your back. As you turn around and see like almost a rainbow, slightly rainbowish humidity in the air that seems to be kind of almost surrounding you, as the spider's long bluish claw seems to stab into it, and bits of this purplish liquid kind of leak out onto this invisible like armor that's surrounding you.
Ew, I don't like spiders. Are these fuckers extra planar?
No, this is a creature from the, it is a vermin. I can confirm. However, that is the last it can do, on its turn. Eider, you are up.
Damn. I was
Actually-
hoping to dismiss it.
Eider, while you're doing your thing, Kez in the background, roll me, for your turn. This will be a free action if you'd like, a knowledge, nature.
Yay.
Let's see if you know what these creatures are, but I can confirm they are not planar.
Sweet. Is it? Oh, can real fast? Is it like actually a spell-like ability? Are we finally
No.
out of the fucking
That was
Okay.
not a spell-like ability.
more psi-like?
That is. Let me see where it's listed. Give me a second. I'm still getting used to looking at monster sheets again. Supernatural.
Okay, cool. Interesting.
Yep.
This
had
is
to
not a
double-check.
space spider.
No, this is not a space spider. It's a vermin. Yeah, I'll send
Okay.
you the monster sheet later.
No, it's fine. I'm not like
If you're curious, yeah.
I'm not like trying to call you out on
No,
it. I'm
you're
just
fine,
like,
yeah.
hey, that's interesting because
Yeah,
like it sounds like it honestly
It is-
sounds like a
it is
stupid
from the
version
web.
of a face spider.
So I'm not gonna
Oh,
say
fuck.
anything. It is on Forgotten Realms, but it is web listed, so I don't know its source. Otherwise,
The howling
They got
dragon comes
fucked
back.
up spiders.
yeah.
in
So
the-
this thing,
in
as you
the
smack it, just turns into a
Underdark.
howling dragon suddenly.
Oh,
He's
nice.
gonna eat Dawn.
Darn.
All right.
Well, Go on.
Well, time to unfortunately break the sanctuary effect. The colossal spider.
Yes, that's still up
don't-
about 55 feet or 60 feet above you.
Right. Is it like directly above it? Like, if I figure out a way to drop it on us, is it going to deal damage to us?
Yeah, 100%. It is directly above you. And as you kind of test the ground without having to roll, because you're a dwarf, and yes, that's racist, but also factual. You can feel the stonework of the bridge you're standing on is not capable of holding that much weight with that much velocity.
Yeah. I would try and use the bull rush thing, but this thing is colossal, and that's not gonna cut it unless I want to blow a whole fucking lot. Well, if it misses the bridge, then it falls in for eternity, doesn't it?
From what you can see and what you guys tested last session, yeah, you couldn't find the bottom with any sort of a light source or rocks being thrown. This looks to be it could be tens of miles deep.
Okay. I'm gonna is there an angle that I could like ostensibly push it like diagonally away from us?
If you took about with where you're standing, where your party left off, you'd have to probably travel from standing by the merchant stall about 20 feet from my measurements, back to get an angle on it that would do that. Yeah.
Okay, why not? It's worth the shot because, like, but worst case scenario, it doesn't get the push. Best case scenario, it probably just dies.
Yep. And takes all of you with it.
Well, that's why I'm
Somehow.
pushing it towards like the bottomless abyss,
Yep.
not towards the crack we're on.
If you roll low, though, you will have to roll the luck dice to see where it lands. So just keep that in mind.
All right, it has to make a reflex save. I'm not
Alright.
fucking risking
Oh,
rolling.
you're not rolling again? Oh, smart. I was gonna say, make me roll. That's a good idea.
I ain't got it if I don't want
This is
to.
the colossal, so that is only a plus 10. Not nat 20. I'll take it for the night. I'm actually shocked I rolled that.
Hooray! It fails.
Alright. Oh, fuck you. Alright. What are you doing to me? I don't like the... Oh. Well, is it 78 points of damage to it?
Yep. Also, roll a
Okay.
bull rush check.
Yeah, is that... Now, remind me, is that force or... What type of damage?
This one
does
is
it count?
fire
This is fire?
because I'm also like incinerating the rope above or the web above it so that it actually
Curse.
falls.
Curse you, motherfucker! That's one of the few damages I don't have immunity to. Okay. Alright, let me put up for damage. Okay, and then I'm gonna... so, actually, what I have to roll is a concentration check, technically, to maintain the webs, which I don't think I can beat this DC. I'm not gonna lie. I have to double check, but I think, if I remember right, damage does... Yeah, so I have to
I
get an
think it just-
88 to concentrate to keep web. I'm gonna roll. But I don't have a ton of... I don't think I crit will matter in this. No, alright. Yeah, the creature is going to come careening down as the web burns and snaps over its weight. You know what? Just for the fun of it, give me a D5 or a D6 either roll. On a 1, we'll say we'll call it a critical fail for its own landing. We'll say a 6 is a critical success. All right. As the creature goes tumbling down, you watch as it flies past all of you, its weight carrying it at velocities you're actually quite impressed it was able to maintain or get up to in that short of a distance. As it goes flying past the bridge, luckily not hitting a single bit of the bridge for more of its sake than yours with the damage it would have taken. As the creature vanishes into the abyss as you watch. Kez, I would say, I mean, though distracted slightly with the creature in front of you, being closer to the bridge, you'd be able to look over and see the creature just vanish into the deep darkness. And this is the first time you've gotten to see what was out in this room, so that might be a little frightening to you. I don't know.
Kez slowly blinks his eyes and still got a little of those eye boogers. And I mean, he's just like, what the fuck?
What, you walked out into hell? What the hell's happening? As the spider, the
Not
lighter,
actual
goes
hell this time.
careening and vanishes, not to be seen. No splat
Screams a
still heard.
spidery scream.
No, it's more of like the sad
A
gentleman's
chittering?
agreement amongst the Titanic amongst the band. He's just like slowly playing his violin as he's going down.
The spider crafts like a little web harp and it's just
The saddest thing is you hear the music and it's so beautiful, and you think for a moment he had a shot at Bard School, and then the splat.
well, I guess he should have messed with Eider's squad, I suppose.
Clearly, right? But alright, Eider, as you
pulled up
watch
to
the
the wrong
spider
party.
vanish, right? As you watch them vanish, what would you like to do?
Oh, that's my movement and my.
Oh, that's
action,
true.
so
That
I'm
is your
done.
movement because of the 20 feet. I forgot about that. All right. As you smile with a wicked joy underneath your helmet visor, as the creature vanishes out of sight, orienting yourself now towards the one on Kez. Kez, what was that knowledge nature roll? 16?
16.
Cool. You recognize the name of these creatures, actually, as they're actually a pretty big problem back home in the Fire Giant lands. For those who don't remember, Kez is a Fire Giant, even if he looks like a twink.
Yay!
Remember, he was once a burly man who was built like a blacksmith.
Yeah, when you're a storm
blacksmith
giant,
presenting.
fire
right.
giant mix,
He is blacksmith
you're
presenting.
usually larger than your fire giant counterparts.
He is part storm giant. That is true. However, that was more in his his thickness rather than his height, as the party was known. 'Cause I think, if I remember, Kez is close to a normal height. But anyways,
Yeah, well, Kez got shrunk heavily after
Yeah.
the curse.
oh, that's right. Yeah. Because I forgot because you're closer to normal for a human. Or like a Goliath. But yes,
Yeah,
as
I'm
you.
9.
As you think back, Kez, to the mountainous home of your father's clan, and traversing through the beautiful and wondrous caves, seeing the wildlife, the fire elementals that would dance to the sounds of the blacksmith's hammers. You remember a creature that was common to be found that would steal fire giant children that were left unattended. And while many of them would be eradicated, these creatures were still commonly found, like the evil spiders of Australia that they are, and they were massive, being gargantuan themselves normally. You recognize this as an argent spider.
Argent spider. How could I forget?
And you also recognize that these creatures can freely go into basically a pocket dimension of another dimension and reappear within a certain amount of feet of the creature at will. Making them very
Yeah.
terrifying. Mhm.
Yeah, hey guys, very common knowledge. Argent spider,
Mhm.
yada yada yada. They can do pocket dimension stuff.
Yeah, it's like it's the worst nightmare for arachnophobes. It's the spider that can vanish as soon as you blink.
And also
Having a
kidnap you.
big spider that can disappear.
Mm-hmm. And like
The
Australia,
Houdini spider.
they're massive. As Kez, you don't remember seeing them below gargantuan. Supposedly they can come smaller, but you've never seen one smaller than this.
Yeah, it's one day maybe.
Okay. But as you recognize that, that's your free action. What would you like to do for your turn?
Okay, so it has been a while. How does
Consent.
one calculate the like a save DC for spells? I know it's 10 plus the spell
level.
modifier. Is it spell level or modifier? Oh, it's spell level.
Both.
It's spell level.
Both.
Because it's a
You
spell
have-
level and then
Oh,
caster
okay.
level.
No, you add caster the modifier.
Modifier.
Yeah, so for you it's wisdom. So it's your spell level plus your
Plus-
wisdom
alright.
plus 10.
Gotcha. All right.
There you go. Might want to write that down
Uh,
actually real quick for yourself.
Yeah, I was
Spell,
like,
spell level plus wisdom modifier plus 10.
guys, I actually have a notebook next to me for this purpose.
Hell yeah, man. You can take notes with Dom.
Guys, I'm gonna take notes for this session and forget to do it
Oh my
ever
god.
again.
Do it. You'll feel powerful.
All right, we got 10 plus spell mod plus spell level for DC. All right, sick. This is more of a protective spell. I'm going to cast Repel Vermin.
Okay.
It lasts for 10 minutes per level, so a long time. It's an invisible barrier that holds back vermin. A vermin with hit dice of less than a third of my level cannot penetrate the barrier. I know it's higher than that. But a vermin with hit dice of 1/3 your level or more can penetrate the barrier if it succeeds on a will save. And even if they do cross, the barrier deals 2d6 points of damage, and the pressing against the barrier causes pain.
Hell yeah. Okay. And it's
So
how
this is
stay
away from me.
You have 9 hit die, right?
I'm level 8, so
Oh,
I believe
8
we
hit
have
die.
8 hit die.
Okay. Perfect.
So I believe it's not like it's immediately like not able to penetrate, but I think it can penetrate. It just has to make a will
It
save.
will have. I believe so.
Because I assume whatever creature this is probably has, more than what, 2.5 to 3 hit die.
Correct. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Okay. Yeah, no, I was double checking. I was like, wait a minute. Good. So, okay. As you cast this spell, feeling almost a pure energy kind of expand out of you, Kaz, a glimmering suit of armor seems to glow with El Ugbo's symbol on it, and seems to shine towards the spire, causing it to kind of almost pull back slightly, not actually moving out of its square, but as the creature stares at you, it seems to be almost appalled as it looks upon this visage.
It is I forgot to mention, which is
What?
very important. It is a 10-foot radius emanation centered on myself.
Oh, then I have to make the will save or be pushed back regardless. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let me make that real quick. This is the right one. Oh my god, of all the times. Does a 12 save?
Unfortunately, not.
Now, does it say I'm pushed
So-
back, or does it say that they're they're forced to run?
I know you
Or damage.
can't cross the barrier if you don't pass the will save.
Okay, so I can't move any further towards you. Okay. So, alright. I assume that also means I can't attack unless I pass that will save. Okay.
I assume so, because, yeah, so you think, yeah. Because I don't think you get
Either
pushed back,
the
but
more
I know you
senior
can't
DM.
cross it.
I was gonna say either there's the more senior DM. Have you ever heard that, or do you know this one particularly?
I don't, but like
Okay.
I think it would basically mimic like a sanctuary spell.
That's
I think
what
the
I'm thinking.
pushback probably is a little too much.
But
'Cause
the
I think-
like pause and the will save to do anything makes sense. Yeah. Less
Yeah.
running away. Yeah, I got you. Okay. Wanted to make sure in case I was like, well, I was thinking about that. All right. Perfect. Yeah, as you watch, it seems to almost freeze immediately as the spell envelops around it, and as this visage seems to almost kind of cut into the creature. Not literally, but the light kind of glows. Those outside can see the creature tensing inside of this visage, almost as if it's in pain. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
That's
like
your-
spiders.
As Kez casually says as he looks at the rest of the party. Is there anything else you want to do, Kez? Because you haven't moved.
I haven't moved. I know I could. Well, I guess I could swing at it. It's right
could.
there.
And it does. I will give it disadvantage. I guess at this point, for the fact that you're fucking hitting it while it's stuck.
Yeah, I guess I will go ahead and swing at it with my wonderful
There we go.
hammer.
All right. Well, I'll take the AC down to like a -4 because I feel like that makes sense for the considering it's helpless basically.
Sick. That's awesome. All right, let's see what we get here.
Can you? Yeah, Spider.exe has officially crashed. Thank you.
That is a 25 to hit.
25 Does that hit my ace? 1 sec. Double checking if this applies. It does.
God, I
You
sure hope
just
so.
barely touch my AC because
Guys!
of paralysis.
Guys,
basically.
I rolled a 19 for this.
Yep.
Well,
I will say my normal AC is almost 30,
Good lord.
and this is just
Thank
the entry.
Christ,
Mhm.
thank Christ I got rid of the big one.
Oh yeah, I had more AC on the big boy. It's just I was slower.
hmm
Shoot. All right. Well,
Well, you go ahead and roll damage, kids. Let's see what you got.
yeah.
I do have bad news. Are you using a silver weapon by chance?
Hold on. Let me read up on.
Because I know it's
the
magic,
The
but
hammer. Where is it?
I
Then
think
the
I-
Skullcracker.
yeah, I think I kept the table for you, so it'd be easy to look at. I don't believe it
What
has
was it?
silver in it, but
A worm hair that appears with a silver dipped boar skull that has been
then
mounted
yes,
for
you do,
the
it does
hammer.
count as silver for this hammer. Yep.
All right. Fire.
No, it's silver. Very big difference.
Oh yes. Of course. I'm so sorry for my foolishness.
Yep. All right, listen. We're playing D&D. You have to get the facts straight, man.
No, yeah, absolutely. All right, so we've got a D10 of damage and then a D6 of shock as well.
You do not need to roll the shock if that's electrical
Oh.
damage. I have too much resistance for it.
Oh, solid.
Even if you max roll, it won't do anything. So.
All right, that is.
Fuck me, man! I can't get rid of this cough.
That is 12 damage.
12 damage. All right. First to crack the gargantuan spider.
Huzzah!
Okay. As you smack
Also,
into
I'll
it,
let it be known, I did forget that I have a base attack bonus, so I can hit higher. I promise.
God damn it, huh? All right. You play this with Wolf on Saturdays. I know you just got back from your vacation, but come on, man. It's the same game.
Ron doesn't have a base attack bonus yet. I think he has more. I think he
Yes,
has
you
one.
do. So I guarantee you do it your side, but okay. All right. And that ends your turn, Kez.
Yes.
Cool. Well, that spider is, well, even if he wasn't dead, he can't get back up here quick enough to do anything, so we're going to count him out of combat. Ned, you and Ice, your snake, are up.
Right. I have been scrolling through my spells trying to decide a plan, and I'm gonna be honest,
too, man.
I still haven't.
Yeah.
Me too, man.
Life of a druid. Sometimes you just gotta bonk things on the head because you don't got anything else.
So, how close is it that spider to me right now?
He's about 10 feet in front of you with Kez standing between the two of you.
Where is everybody else opposed to the spider?
In
All within
reference-
reach.
Dom's within about 10 feet, is within 10 feet as well. Eider is about 15 feet away from, or 20 feet away from where the spider landed. And is fighting Kez currently.
Yeah, if
So-
you did serpents, I'd be the only one you couldn't get, but
Mhm.
everybody else should.
Yep. But he really doesn't need it, to be fair.
Oh, low battery on the headphones.
No! Take a minute.
Kez is gonna go deaf.
No.
Oh no.
Don't worry, guys.
He's getting out the manual.
I'm just gonna sit a little bit away from my computer for the time being until my turn comes along.
Okay, that's fine. You got a minute. Alright. So
I-
what are you thinking, Ned?
So yeah, Ned is going to tap his staff into the ground,
Okay.
and he is going to cast Legion's Snake's Swiftness.
Okay.
So small snakes are going to come out of the ground, wrapping around both Kez and Dom's feet,
Okay.
and they both get to make an attack.
Okay. All right. We
Ooh.
go by
Right
initiative
now?
order. Yep. Yep. Technically, it happens immediately upon, I believe, upon casting, or at the end of the casting, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So, Dom, since you're first in the initiative, you get to go first.
Yeah, I'm assuming Spider is within range
Within
since I was
10
next to
feet.
Kez.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, then I will just do I suppose it's just like a regular attack, right?
I think it's a free action,
For
is
the-
what the spell gives you.
It's a single attack.
Oh, it's
Follows
single
standard
attack.
Single
rules.
attack. So
Okay.
I couldn't flurry of blows. So just one of my gauntlet hits then.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Let me roll that to hit. Hopefully I have better luck. I say that jinxing myself.
Does your weapon have silver damage?
My fists, I believe. I could check the gauntlets. I'm pretty sure I have a monk thing that overcomes that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think Monk does overcome silver early in their level. You might be right.
Let me double check my key strike. To do treat as magic weapons for the purpose of dealing damage to creatures with damage reduction. Also treat as lawful weapons. Oh, that's 10th level. I'm not at that yet.
Nope. Next level up. Soon.
Mm-hmm. My fists cannot yet lay down the law.
Okay.
Anyway, I got a 17 to hit.
17 does not
Misses,
hit.
I believe.
Yeah, does not
Unless
hit
I'm
me.
somehow. Yeah, I'm not flanking or anything, so.
Oh, actually, well, how much is flanking it actually? Because technically, this would be considered flanking. I
Only
do
like
that.
a +2, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Right.
even with a +2, it wouldn't be enough to hit.
Yeah, I've been rolling bad, so I'm not surprised.
All right, Kez, you're up. You get another turn, another free attack action.
Let's see. Fantastic. All right. Well,
You want to bop the spider in the head?
yeah, but I'm trying to see if I can do something with fire really quick.
Ah, smart choice. Because one of the few damage immunities or resistances I don't have.
But you only get a
Yep.
weapon attack.
It's true.
You don't
Oh,
get to
only
cast
weapon
a spell.
attack?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's right. I was like, man, it's my turn already, and then I remember slightly hearing,
Yeah. Oh
Ned
yeah, you're just
doing
getting the
his
Legion.
thing.
It's a free action. Yeah, free attack action.
yeah, yeah, of course.
How are you feeling?
Let me. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw the bonk at it, and now that I've remembered that I have base attack bonus,
Yeah. Can you hit me?
Yeah, remember that.
uh,
Tylo in the background is coaching.
8.
28? You hit me by 3. Go ahead. Roll your damage, good kids.
And I do not have to worry about shock.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Show them your priestly abilities.
16.
16 points of bludgeoning. Fuck me. Quick,
I'm guessing it's a-
16. Good.
Is it a good thing that I have silver or a bad thing that I have silver?
It's good. That means
Oh,
you
thank God.
overcome one of my damage resistances. That's why I was like, that's why I asked you. Yeah, because if you didn't have silver in your weapon, you wouldn't be able to hit me or hurt me for at least 10 less damage. So, Kez, as you slam in your hammer into it, Dom missing the punch as the creature seemed to bat its arm up in defense, thinking Ned was casting at it. Kez, the hammer impacting and leaving a slight crunch in its carapace. All right. And then, as Eider did point out, yes, you do also get a free action on that or attack action as well. So, need you guys. Go ahead.
So would Ned also being a fire giant and a druid
Mm-hmm.
know about these pretty well?
Well, I mean, you did hear Kez say about them. I'd say, yeah, you'd recognize what these creatures are.
Well, I meant more about the silver.
Oh, give me a knowledge nature check.
Cool.
Let's see if you can recognize the resistances and such.
29.
20. Fuck. Goddamn druids. Yeah, so these creatures are often so they're completely cold immune, they're electric immune, and they are also DR based or damage resistance 10 from magic, so meaning you have to hit above a 10 to do any damage against them, otherwise otherwise using magic items, or otherwise use magic items to hit them. Oh, and then another 10 for silver. So basically, if you have a magical silver item, you can smack through fully. If you don't, you lose a little bit of damage, of course. For those who do not
Okay.
remember how damage resistance works. So, and then beyond that, the only other thing I would state is you recognize the poison of these creatures is super deadly, and a single bite can kill a fully grown giant.
Huh.
Kez doesn't know that, thankfully, or at least you don't know if he knows that, so, it's not your issue, Ned, but just something to point out for you.
Well, they kill small giant children. I guess that's one thing.
Sure. Well, that's roughly what you get.
They are Australian.
They are Australian, yep.
We're going down under,
Going
mate.
to swing the club on the spider.
The bonk stick coming in.
Hit him with the people's elbow.
I mean, technically, he could smack him around with his tail.
22.
22 does not hit.
These things are slippery.
And then that was just the free attack. I'm not moving, so I should have one more.
Okay. So what you got?
That didn't hit. I rolled a 4 plus, so 13.
Ooh, no. My AC has not gone down, sadly. As you try to smack at the creature, it seems to easily smack away your bonking stick, kind of irritated at you, but still unable to resist or move away, as the creature just eyes you in anger. You do technically have your familiar ice, your snake, if you'd like them to attack or do anything.
I don't think ice.
I think
can
Ned
physically
had.
damage.
That's true. Be fair, I don't know if ice can do enough damage to actually hurt these things. So, and I see Ned did mute, so I assume he had to step away for a sec. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna keep that assumption. No worries. Cool. Maybe that's something you guys can do while you're down here. Find Ned a new pet. Well, I was gonna ask Ned if that was the end of his turn or if he had anything else he wanted to do, but as he stepped away for a sec, give him a minute, see if you respond. No, okay. Alright, cool. Let's go back to the top of the initiative. Dom,
Yeah.
you're up.
Yes, I am up. I was double checking some of my stuff. So yeah, my fists are magical, but I don't think they count as silvered. So
No. I don't
it
think
might
so.
not overcome the silver thing, but it should overcome the magic thing. My gauntlets are also, I believe, magical items.
Correct. That's one thing I can't confirm.
Cool. Awesome. Is there space for me to maneuver so I can flank with Kez so that way I am able to
Not with Kez,
get-
but with Ned, you could.
Okay.
Based on where Ned is currently standing, but you would at this point completely block off any viewpoints for either, unless he wants to walk all the way around to stab it at its ass.
I don't want to do that to our strong leader. Yeah, I just want to be in the way. I guess I'll just stay where I am and hope that I roll better to hit. I will actually take my full first action to flurry of blows, so I'll get 2 hits off at a slight
Let's get it.
reduction,
Okay.
I believe. Let me check what it is at this level because I know it's not fully reduced. Oh, it's just a -1. Okay. On guard. First one.
21. That does not hit.
Damn, and then I don't have the bluff bonus on this one because that was on the colossal spider, so I do indeed.
You just have to roll
All
better
right.
than a 16.
Listen,
Or 16
hey,
or better.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying.
I know. Hey, there
How
you
about
go.
that?
Congratulations. You hit me. Let's see what you got.
Okay, it's time. It's been a hot second since I've rolled my gauntlet damage, but I have the sheet in front of me.
Please. I don't
So
wanna
rest
damage you
assured.
once.
If I remember
No,
right, you're
don't.
immune to acid.
Dom? I don't know if Dom's immune to acid off the
Me?
No, the
Or-
spider. 'cause it was
Oh,
immune
yeah,
to
I
a
was
lot
gonna
of
say-
shit.
Yeah.
No. Acid is
can-
not an immunity.
Okay,
Yeah, no, he did not list it, which means this is going to be great for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe my gauntlets aren't in slashing mode; they're just in bludgeoning mode.
Also
As
not,
I have
not
not
immune
yet
to poison
changed
either.
it.
So if you're, I
Oh,
think,
I
and I
didn't
know your
poison my
gauntlets do. Oh,
gauntlets.
okay. I thought your
I
gauntlets
didn't.
did.
They do alchemical acid, and they
Oh,
do
that's
some
right.
magical good damage.
Yeah.
But I did not coat them in poison, so they won't do poison yet.
Oh.
I did not know. I figured these guys were immune to poison bean spiders, but I
Mhm.
see I was.
well, the majority of creatures aren't immune to poison, even if they're poisonous.
Correct.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so the 48. I have the wisdom. I have the first round of dex, which is also magical and good, and then the second round, which is, I believe, just magical. No, it does count as good or evil, for the purposes of overcoming damage reduction. So there we go for that
Alright.
hit.
38. Okay.
And then if it's still up,
Oh, yeah, very much so. You guys haven't even
yeah, I
bloodied me yet.
figured. So I will not move, and I will flurry of blows again
Alright,
on
let's see what
it.
you got.
God damn it.
22 does not hit. As one punch
Yeah.
goes in, just
Oh my
kind of
God.
hits the carapace. The second one seems to connect, cracking through.
I
The third one
haven't.
just
I've
kind of
only
hits.
rolled
Hmm.
a 16 or under. I literally have not rolled above a 16 ever since you mentioned that. I have
It's
not.
gonna keep going.
This is
Hey,
crazy.
if you want to roll less than
Okay,
fives, I'd be okay with
so
that.
those were my actions. I will not be moving. Let me check for bonus or swift. Actually, should I change the gauntlets? No, they're fine as they are. Yeah, I
You
mean,
should.
I
They
don't.
deal more damage when you get your dex modifier and additional damage and slashing.
Oh yeah. So swift action, deploy the claws.
Okay.
On those. Thank you, Eider, because I was reading and realized you were correct. And then I don't believe I have anything I can do other than I will do another bluff check on this one specifically.
Okay. I get a whole +0 to this.
I rolled a natural 20.
I got a 13.
Yeah, so that's even without my modifier. So I will have a +2 bonus to hit him
There
next
you go.
turn. And yeah, that will be my turn
Okay.
again.
Now we all ready for the will save that's going to tell you whether Kez is about to, or Kez is going to live, or the player is going to get to roll a new character today.
I really hope not.
Because if I succeed in this, or if I fail in this will save, you live. If I don't, you die. Does 23 succeed?
Yeah.
Hey, Kez, give me a
Hey, but you take 2d6 the damage from the
Yeah.
barrier.
roll it. Go ahead. I need to look something up while you do.
It's untyped, so it should just
7
die.
damage.
7 damage. Okay. With the hammer, or is this with the spell?
It's the spell.
Okay, cool. Got you. Right.
So it's untyped, so it should just all go
Yep,
through.
that's what I was making sure of.
Alright, it's been an honor. First session back, and it's over.
All right, cool. Give me a
Kez.
grapple check, Kez.
Ooh.
58 for me.
Does it have the improved grapple?
Okay. There's nothing I
Yes.
can do against that.
Well, you can roll.
I can't roll high enough.
That's true, but you can still try and roll.
You know what? I'm just gonna. All right, let's see if it's not. All right,
It's just base plus your strength mod plus special your size. So if you're large, it's just +4.
All right.
And that's-
I got a 28.
Hey,
I got a
man!
28, guys.
Fucking fantastic roll. All right.
I got a 28.
Quick, let's just find a spare 30 lying around.
Right.
I ain't playing the right character for that one.
Damn.
Alright. I'm going to then turn to the side of the bridge, as the creature is big enough to slightly hang its face over the bridge, letting Kez dangle from my mandibles as I do so. Kez, do you have any
that's
last
nice.
words?
Is it moving away from me?
It is not. It is just turning. This is
Damn.
considered a 5-foot step at most.
I was gonna attack of opportunity.
I guess not.
Well, all right. Give me a wisdom check. Will Kez be saved,
Alright.
or will he die?
Wisdom check or a will save?
Well, no, it's a wisdom check. Specific.
All right. That'll be a 21.
21. Okay. Kez, as you all watch, Kez begins to glow as his magic seems to flow out. His hammer seems to begin to change, its shape beginning to evolve and develop back to the same hammer you had seen prior in that vision, Kez, of the 13 of Ella Ugbo's champions. As your hammer begins to take shape, you feel the mother's presence begin to envelop you. You feel a piece of you that you never knew you had. Well, at least, or rather, you don't know now you had. Be taken away as something about you vanishes, and you hear the one word. Last. As the spider is suddenly pushed back, and I have to roll a d20 for this. See how far he goes. And gets slammed into the wall 170 feet. However, Kez, because you are grappled, you are going with him. So you are going to take some damage for this. I'm sorry. As Eider and Ned and
Righteous
Dom,
Fury!
as you watch Kez begin to glow, his magic enveloping him, almost as if Ella Ugbo seems to appear in a physical appearance before you, magic in the room swells and starts to blacken in the air, causing the room almost to go into a naturally magical darkness. As you all watch this almost glowing visage of an old woman appear, suddenly kind of wrapping her arms around Kez, a soft opening of her lips, she seems to faintly say something into Kez's ears, and Kez's eyes begin to glimmer and glow in darkness. Something about him shifting, you all can tell almost immediately, as suddenly as the visage appears, the woman vanishes, the darkness fades, and the spider goes flying into a wall across the room, and if I remember right, for damage for falling speed is what, a d10 per 10 feet, or is it a d6 per 10 feet?
It's a d6 per 10.
Perfect. With the strength check with the strength from that throw, from my notes, your modifier. Let me roll my damage here. 17 plus. Okay, well, that didn't work because I didn't check the RR. One sec. But be amazed by my magical dice rolls that are about to happen.
Oh, it'd be 17d6.
Yeah, I know, I got you. All right. I know.
Plus 17?
That is the strength mod. You are correct. You watch as the spider splats into the wall. Kez, you will take half of that.
Well,
Which, to you will, so I assume, knock you unconscious.
yes.
Alright, as Kez explodes into the wall, slamming with a velocity, as you all watch the magic not managing to seemingly recognize a foe from friend, suddenly the whole room begins to slightly shake. Sorry, I just saw your message. Well, even funnier now, given the context. As you watch Kez go flying across the creature, splattering against the wall, Kez's body kind of moving and almost splattering against the rock itself as it manipulates itself like rubber. The stone edges of the cave, what would normally pierce Kez fully through, seem to, like almost a cartoonish effect, push through, his body dropping, his armor looking shattered and destroyed, his hammer, you can see the metal having peeled away from the skull as if it's been melted and pulled from the inside, which... to Eider's perspective, that'd take a lot of heat in the center of that thing, for reference. And as well, Kez, your entire memory of your parents are gone.
Oh,
Damn.
As you all watch this, though, happen, Ned, Dom, and Eider, this is... technically, I believe the first time you've seen a god manifest their physical form in this realm, that wasn't from the mortal plane. As the magic seems to kind of dissipate, it still feels tingly. Eider and Ned, give me fortitude saves, please. Since Dom's not a caster, Dom doesn't have to roll.
Yay! Being a monk prevails.
Right.
30.
30 for it.
21.
21. Thankfully, you both managed to succeed and do not feel your magic almost overwhelmed you. Eider, you gain nothing from this due to your amazing save, managing to be so in such control that your body repels the excess magic that tries to absorb into you for a moment. Ned, all of your spell slots that were lost are now instantly filled.
Sick. Only one.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
know.
okay.
Very, very important during this fight.
I rolled a 13 that like rolled towards 1 and then thankfully rolled back. I was so scared.
Bad. But as you all kind of look over towards Kez, his body slightly trembling and seems to be slightly shaking from the damage done to it. You can hear the slight sounds of cracking and the sounds of something like fleshy being moved around as his body literally reforms itself from the damage it just took.
Ooh. I think we need to
Ned-
begin rescue operations to keep him from falling into the abyss.
He's close, or he is way far away from the thing. He's not like moving about. But go ahead, Ned. What you're also thinking?
Mhm.
Ned, having not really ever done anything involving gods in general, like staying away from the religion of the world, even though he like senses that something was different, he kind of just thinks this is a spell that Kez casted of some sort.
It's just a
So
really
he's
shitty
just
spell.
standing there clapping for a moment.
Wow.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Kaz had a feat that could have saved him. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so Pious Defense can reduce damage by half, so that half damage I took could have been reduced by half, and I would have barely squeaked by.
Oh, you would have stayed
But-
conscious, that's fair. But regardless, you needed this save before
Yeah.
you would get dropped into the abyss and died with the other spider.
Yeah, you know.
Kez, as you kind of feel, as you begin to awaken slightly in your dream state, you see a courier running tirelessly, a little plant man rushing far in the distance to somewhere else. No idea or who that is or what that creature is, but kind of catches your eye as you see it in the distance running off. And then suddenly, as you kind of wait a moment, you looking about the fluffy cotton like pink clouds that seem to kind of sit at the floor at the base of this dimension. You suddenly see as the room kind of clears, the clouds pushing away, and you feel Ella Ugbo suddenly behind you as she circles around slowly and warily as she exhaustingly sits down in a chair that seems to manifest, pouring out of a teapot that she seems to manifest onto a small table, and takes a sip of the tea. And she looks at you and goes, I require something of you now, Kez, for while you are my blessed son, someone I want to see do great things, the world is costly, and what I just did has caused your party more problems than you can ever imagine, and I do apologize for that. But because of this, I need you to now do something for me.
Of course.
She looks you up and down and goes, you now have to somehow stop Lord Zebril from killing the creature that will invade his lands. Its mission needs to be allowed to happen and needs to continue should fate go in the way it's destined to. And Kez, don't count on my favor when you're down here. I can't do that again. And the further you go, the fainter this will get. As she kind of points to your sigil, and you can feel your holy power and your connection to her already kind of lessening slightly as she looks at you and goes, but be good, my child. Stay strong, and you will survive.
Of course, Mother.
She gives a light bow, kind of smiles at you. You suddenly find yourself kind of coming to consciousness as Eider, Ned, and Dom are all kind of looking down at you, trying to figure out what just happened.
Oh, good. You're only mostly dead.
Mm. His head
Hey,
seems
that's
to have
fair.
sustained from injuries.
But also, am I
Mhm.
back to just what I
You are
was
1
before that
HP.
happened? Okay, yeah, that's exactly yeah.
And as you look down, Eider, you're gonna be. I know you can't show it, but the excitement's got to be there as you realize his armor is not healing itself; it's trashed. You now have a new pet project to work on.
Bye bye, Armor of the Raging Knight.
As you look down and see, is you kind of realize that seeing the hole and it begins to crumble to ash and seems to disintegrate almost before your eyes.
I don't really have a project anymore then. can't fix up a car that disintegrated.
No, but you can make him a new car.
I suppose it's fair. Just like whistle lowly, or like like look over the armor-plated carapace of the spider and go, yeah, that'll probably do it.
As you kind of look him up and down, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute bile break, real fast, because I gotta grab something, real quick. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of take a second. Be right back. Let's see. All right. As we return back for after a moment, the party finds themselves now looking down at Kez on 1 HP, his armor disintegrated, his hammer basically destroyed and slowly starting to crack, pieces of it melting away. You kind of lay there, Kez, in pain. Dom, Eider, and Ned. So Tylo kind of just hanging out in the background, watching as you lot kind of help Kez to his feet, wiping the bits of blackened metal dust off of him. What would you all like to do?
It'd take about a minute or so, just cycling my Spellfire and bring Kez back up to HP, and then start collecting the spider for his future armor.
Remind me the Spellfire thing, how it works, just for my own memory.
It's just 2 points of healing per per spell level that I use.
Uh-huh.
So I just sit there and absorb I can do either my Dragonfire or my Invocation to do it like 2 spell levels at a time or 5 spell levels at a time to just keep topping myself back up. And I'm just sitting there and like touching Kez and healing him for
1
roughly
HP basically as you're splitting it. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
It was like 10.
Oh, is it 10? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's 2 per spell level, so it's
Okay.
5 spell levels would be 10 total HP.
10 total. All right. As Kez, you sit there, or kind of lay there, feeling suddenly the magical, like warmth on your arm, as suddenly the healing spell begins. Bones begin to crack back into place that were slightly disenjarred. Nothing that's critical, but like arms, legs, shoulders.
Yeah, it fucking hurt.
It looked like it.
Mm-hmm.
You all right? Gods don't typically show up without asking for something.
I don't remember losing anything.
I like think back to like the other price that Ella Ugbo has made him pay, and I was like, I guess that's a small mercy compared to last time.
You know, eye for an eye, a sense for being saved. I mean,
A memory
out
of a
here.
parent.
Huh? What do you? What? What'd you say?
The little rock crab that's kind of muttering things as it picks up a pebble, puts it in its mouth, and scuttles away.
All right. Shit. I think we need to probably get on the move on after we get this whole business script up. I don't imagine. Imagine that's bait, and I like gesture like the dead spider below
The mush.
remains.
Mm-hmm.
The smush of like spider on the wall, like trying to find Kylo. I was like, oh, where is he?
Hi.
Oh shit!
As he reappears.
So I'm guessing these spiders are pretty low down on the food chain.
Oh, anything up here on the top floor is.
Got it. Any ideas of what might be coming after it for a snack if it smells all its blood?
Can I roll would it be nature for like scavengers?
Yeah, nature or survival. I mean, you'll get variations. You'll get more of an actual book point from
I-
knowledge. You'll get more of an experience from survival.
I'll do nature because he's very young.
Okay.
Feel like it's more chance of me than of running into it. That'll be a 32.
32. We were playing Dissect the Spider. Yeah. As you kind of look at the creature, think, I mean, it's a spider. About anything could eat it, or anything may want to eat it. Specifics, typically larger slimes, mimics. More of the ooze family are typically the spider hunters down in the Underdark.
Oh, you know what?
And Tylo said
Oh, go ahead, Jackson. Go first.
basically any creature that's willing to eat almost anything. Oozes, the like.
Well, thankfully
I
they're
wouldn't
not fast.
I wouldn't recommend staying too long because if they show up, that means they were nearby. You never know where a mimic is either.
As a chair slightly
Damn.
moves to the left.
Hey, I've got the mimic pass. I know a mimic.
He does. What's up?
DM question for you because I was just
Yeah,
looking
what's
through
up,
my
bro?
inventory
Mhm.
at some of the party loot that no one claimed from the tomb ages ago. I have one oil of levitate. I'm assuming because it's an oil, the spell would activate if rubbed on something or someone.
Correct for the most part. Yeah, it's a spell.
Dom
You can
goes
activate it
to
when you want. But
Kez,
yeah.
grabs his hand and shoves the oil of levitate that no one wanted into it, and is just like, next time you start falling to your death, put this on. It will at least keep you from falling further till someone can get to you. And I'll take that off the party loot. Add that to your inventory.
I will
Hey,
say,
Dom, you're a
Kez,
real one.
as you look at the
You're
label,
welcome.
it does read apply 2 feet.
Apply to feet. All right, solid.
Okay. I don't know how long it'll last, so I wouldn't use it till you need it, but it's part of the unclaimed loot, including the scroll of alarm no one wanted that I've had this whole time.
As you kind of hand this to him, Tylo kind of explaining this while the exchange is going on. You do all give me a spot check if you wouldn't mind to see if you notice this.
I would not mind at all. Let me find my spot modifier.
Oh, Kez also has blind sense out to 30 feet if it's a creature.
I
For something
do.
moving.
I do have blind
You
sense
do.
of up to 30 feet.
Good news. This is a creature.
Oh, and I could see invisibility if that helps.
Perfect. It's not invisible. It's just camouflage.
And
11.
only a meager
11 from
20.
Ned. Okay, and Eider
24.
24.
I rolled really high.
Surprisingly, the only person who can't seem to see the creature or notice it was Ned, as he seems to be more, I assume, more focused on the hammer that's slightly still disintegrating on the ground.
I think he's gathering up the spider parts.
That's also a fair point. Yeah, grabbing a leg here, grabbing a leg there. Actually, you know what? That's a good point. Ned, as you know what, Eider, I appreciate you for that. As Ned's grabbing the things, not really noticing it. The three of you notice as Ned seems to grab something, and as he's kind of pulling on it, trying to like get it, like a leg that seems to have been splattered, almost perfectly still intact. Suddenly, the rock face begins to move, about 40 feet by 40 feet to be exact, as something pulls harder, and Ned suddenly gets pulled closer, and then suddenly pounces back as the arm gets snipped, and a large, rather gargantuan rock crab just kind of nibbles the end of the spider arm it got, and then goes back to resting in its spot.
Okay, I think we leave now.
I'm with you.
Curiosity, is the rock crab an elemental?
Huh? It is not a rock elemental, sadly. This is an actual biological creature.
Okay. Is it a vermin or is it just a normal?
Yeah, it's a
like,
vermin.
monster?
It's basically a crab with from what you can tell, thicker plates.
Damn it. If it wasn't a vermin, if it had a mind, I'd be fucking
Guys,
coup de grace on this bitch.
if we got a ton of water and a bunch of fire, we could boil this thing and have the best stew.
As Dom
Seafood
licks his
stew.
lips.
As
know,
Dom thinks about
please-
Dungeon Meshy.
It's probably poisonous.
Please do not eat random creatures you find.
No,
Down here.
guys.
Oh,
I
um,
watch.
Oh yeah,
I
don't
will
some of these
say-
creatures like turn you into the thing that they are if you try and eat them?
Alright, so there goes my resistance. Cold 20. Full plate. Bye bye. Farewell. Avitas and goodbye.
As
Oh, no.
I do, however,
Yes.
something that we got a long time ago. If y'all remember when we were on that road expedition,
Mhm.
and we saw the former champion of my god
Mithra.
in a horrible state. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
she had a heavily cursed +3 plate and a +1 warhammer
Mm.
that I
Come on.
have in a bag.
Okay. I see where you're going. I like it. I would suggest mayhap we try and use break curse on that bitch.
You see
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to point out of seeing if we can break any curses
Oh,
on that.
yeah.
Also, if
Can I combo fucking just super blast his
if
caster level up?
we have the time also to go into the forge, I know we still have some like bone and chunkster skin materials for at least some basic armor, maybe.
Okay, I can't make armor in like 20 minutes. What the fuck?
As Dom
I
recalls
said
hearing
we have the
about
time, like delay
Ider's,
by days.
Ider's
Yeah.
cousin James, who spent like 8 weeks making a masterwork piece of armor, and just did it, and 8 weeks knocked it out. Armor that made dragons jealous, basically. And you can't do like simple stuff in 20 minutes. Dom, this is the letdown of the dwarves. Clearly, he's
I don't
just
know
not
anything
truly a
about
dwarf.
crafting.
Why can't you be like your cousin? He
I
can
swear to
make
God, I'm standing
masterwork
in the
armor
most
in 3
magnificent
minutes.
set of armor that exists in this fucking world right now. You leave me fucking alone.
What level is like remove curse? Is that 3rd?
Fourth.
Yeah,
4th?
No, I'm pretty sure it's fourth.
I pulled up.
Depends on class.
Oh, remove curse is 3 for your cleric boyo.
Those are really nice.
Sweet.
You
Yeah.
got this.
Which means I could have done it a while ago.
Well, I think it's.
I mean, I
is it-
guess we'll
is it a
see. I
caster
don't know
level
what
check?
kind of.
No.
I don't know.
Now, I'm going to ask you a simple question. Have you read this spell?
Certain special curses may not be countered by this spell or may be countered only by a caster of a certain level or higher.
No, go back one more sentence above.
Alright,
Does not remove the curse from
this
curse
is-
shield, weapon, or
curse.
suit of armor.
Aww.
So the item has
Damn.
to have had a bestow curse on it, and as this is an armor of a champion, I'm just saying Kez is an intelligent individual. You know, if the player doesn't know the context, because it's been like 6 months since we played, so perspective here, right? Ancient, powerful armor is not going to have a small curse that's just been bestowed by someone probably locally. I mean, you can try it. I'm just pointing out you might be giving up your spell slot.
Well, I mean, to be
Nat
fair,
20.
I think that's probably the reason why I haven't done it was probably because that's what the spell said, and it's probably an ancient curse that I can't do by myself.
There is an interesting dynamic to consider here, which is as we go deeper, Kez's connection to his god becomes weaker.
Correct.
But also, the god's ability to exert their will becomes weaker.
Correct.
So in theory, the curse should also become easier and easier to break.
Well, the thing is that I don't
No.
think this curse was.
I said easier, not
Placed.
just break by itself.
No, I'm saying
thing is,
that
I don't-
what Hunter says is correct. It is not a spell that was cast on it, or the curse is not from bestow curse. This is a curse that seems to be on the armor from another effect.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Can
ahead.
Dom turn to Tylo and ask,
Yeah.
as we go deeper down, is there a chance of us running into anyone who would be selling armor Kez could wear? Metal plate.
Yes, it's not gonna be cheap.
I mean, we have
And not gonna be
coin.
standard.
How long is it going to take us to get to where we're going? A rough estimate.
Oh, Tylo. You can roll me, man. Go ahead and roll me something for that, yeah, if you want.
Depends. How often do you guys get sidetracked?
Other than an armor being destroyed, not often.
He's mostly getting attacked and stuff.
Kez is got his priest robes on now, and it's like, well, I'm
Kez
so
looks
fucked.
like just a full caster. You look like a wizard.
So,
I'm
The
a fucking
buffest
naked
wizard.
cat right now. Like, what the fuck?
Tyler, do you have a
You're like-
cartographer or any cartography skills?
Sheep that's been shorn.
Which knowledge engineering is well.
No,
No,
I know.
but I
have-
have knowledge Underdark
You do? Oh, that worked.
because I figured it was thematically fitting.
Makes sense, yeah.
Seemed like it.
24.
24. So yes, theoretically, the god thing is true. You roughly know that this curse should become lesser as you get farther down. He is correct in that. But as far as how long it's going to be for how to get to the location they're going for this quest, the short, I mean, if the party doesn't get distracted, focuses, and actually follows your advice and, disappears from combat rather than trying to fight the scary creatures in every area, they should make it within 6 weeks to 9 weeks, depending on, of course, terrain issues and such. Bevan, what you've seen with this party, probably more like about 3 months.
Based entirely on how I've seen you act, knowing you for about a day, 15 weeks. If you surpass the expectations and we moved and didn't get distracted, 9 weeks.
Well,
I'm not going to be super useful until I get some armor back on. So
Could we keep Kez in the forge while traveling, just in the case that we get attacked, that he is not an immediate open turtle without its shell target?
I like kind of like snap my fingers and just like walk out of Dracothax, and it just like stands there. And it's like, honestly, the Dracothax can just kind of walk with you. I can go into my forge and then pop out if, there's an emergency.
That also works.
I don't have to eat or sleep in there, so I can work 24 hours a day. So
Tylo, if you believe it best for us to move silently, we could also attempt to keep louder members in the forge.
Well, hey, I've got no armor anymore.
What's your move?
Ned
Silently
looks
bonus?
at Dom completely offended.
It's not about it's not about quiet. I promise. The things here will hear you no matter what. It's more about not splitting off. If more people are seen together, less creatures will bother, just on numerical.
Okay, then we will want to be all visible together then.
I do have bad news. You, as he points at Eider, your forge is going to dissipate the further we go.
really, why?
Yes.
I'm not a god.
I don't know. I can see it weakening.
Eider, are
This-
you a god?
For a moment, Eider, you see as Tylo's eyes seem to glimmer, turning purple, recognizing Zebril's kind of influence of power, and then as he blinks again, his eyes go back to normal. His hat still way up too large as he continues to deal with that.
Tells me in some way your spell's divine.
What the shit?
Hmm.
Okay, if it's divine, it came from me. What the fuck?
As Eider looks at himself now, wondering if he is a god.
I'm fine, Eider. Maybe you should
The spell
arcana
is-
check yourself.
The spell itself could be divine. Where'd you find it?
I didn't. I made it based off of what I managed to cobble together based off of another spell.
Yeah, based off of where did you find the spell?
It was in an airship that, created a planar thing that adjusted itself to your will.
Tylo, as he explains it, this sounds like basically abyssal or demonic technology.
I blink, and I'm just like, arcane magic can't do that, right?
Look, my magic can do whatever the fuck I want, apparently.
The fucking
As Tylo now realizes at this
fuck you
point in the
can!
campaign,
Did Eider mention to the party about the demonic lineage when he received the message yesterday, or did he leave that out?
He kept everything a secret for the most part. He did say he found out some stuff, but I don't believe he specified that he was
Yeah.
a demon blood. He just mentioned he.
You're
he had
sitting
no-
here using demon magic and telling me it's not.
What do you mean? It's totally not divine. I ain't divine. I don't worship a god.
You're not divine yet.
Yeah, but Ned can say the same thing.
Well, to be fair, demons are kind of like the opposite of divinity. So even if it is demon magic,
Well,
They're just evil
Two sides of
divine.
the same coin.
Demons and God. If you said fiend, I'd say yes. Demons and gods are very similar.
Hmm.
I will note also, yeah, as he points out, because Eider is somewhat educated, and this is kind of an important lore point for this world. So fiends, as a general, are split into 3 classifications overall. In my world, devils are what you know as proto-fiends. They're the more, we'll call them the humans to the Goliaths of my world. They're the smarter, smaller ones. Demons are like the fucking juiced up, but also intelligent. And then you've got a 3rd class that I don't think in character or in campaign right now won't matter to any of you. So I won't get into that, but kind of keeping that in mind for your own point of reference, Eider. Technically, they're related, but it's like a distant cousin thing.
Yeah.
But as he mentions this, and as you're kind of thinking about it, you can give me a knowledge history, Eider, to see, or a knowledge arcane to see if you can figure out what the fuck's going on.
Sure.
Given context.
Dumb question. Since I'm like conferring with myself on this one, can I pull out my little thought crystal?
Sure. I'll give you the bonus for it.
Sweet.
Uncle, what's going on?
All right, that is a 42.
As the crystal kind of whispers into your ear, muttering a few things quietly, you begin to hear and think. As you realize something that you remember hearing someone mention at some point, demons are the only creatures you've ever heard capable of killing gods that don't manifest on the mortal plane, i.e. like Lithotara and the other primordial deities, those that were like of the mortal plane. Demons are the only ones in any history book or any note to have ever killed a god. There could be, for all you know, some demon could have had a relation with a god in your bloodline, and maybe you've got divine blood and demonic blood basically working against each other, causing you to rise in power. And as you start to contemplate this, you do realize your forge has its own symbol, and it's on everything. And it looks almost identical to James's, but in reverse.
Oh, thank God nobody worships me. That'd be fucking weird.
Now, as we say this, we're going to cut to another scene as the DM. So there's a cult of giants and snowbeards. So we'll go to the snowbeards as they're the most confirmed ones. As we cut to where James is currently in campaign, but the current party was about a year and a few months ago, where there's a whole temple that is in the Square the Noble district dedicated to Dracothax and the worship of Eider killing giants and dragons single-handedly. And we cut back to Eider after
Boy, I'm sure glad this isn't a thing.
Yeah, right?
And I want you to know they're all level 9 and higher.
Oh yeah, the lower level guys are
They're
like
all higher level than me.
Yeah.
They are all higher.
Dude,
That's so rude.
You also, we also cut into the small business called Spellforge and Sons that worships Eider and uses his innovative magic beliefs and has a form of godly worship to develop their own tinkering tools. Eider has no clue right now, and he's been powering up faster than James in the background on magic, divine magic.
I just feel my cousin seething out of nowhere.
Oh, 100% in the distance, yeah. Man had to make deals with demons to get any his divinity work, and you just showed up and everything worked out for you.
Hey, I've worked for it, all right? Do you see what I deal with?
But as you kind of realize this, it does come to realization, Eider, as Tylo kind of says this out loud, you are rising to godhood. Now, it's not in the traditional sense you are familiar with from the stories, but as you start to think about it, it makes sense no one would actually write the truth about that. Otherwise, everyone would try to become a god that was, like, nefarious. So...
I like think about it for a moment, kind of like keep that to myself as I've got Kez and Dom who are not... Kez wouldn't mind, but I don't think he needs this shit right this second. Mm-hmm. And Dom, he's going down the anti-god path. I don't know if I want to
I
exactly.
don't
point this
worship
out.
gods, but I wouldn't kill you for being a god.
Well, I'm becoming less and less convinced of your ability to control yourself, depending upon, because we have gotten like
Hey,
multiple
we'll
mentions of
cross
Dom's
that
madness.
bridge when I will save for it, man. We'll cross that bridge when I will save for it.
Yeah, I'm not trying.
If I can get
Fury
this
Road.
out of character, if I can get this tentacle graft off at the end of this quest line by Zebril, I won't have to make rolls. If the tentacle arm stays on when I leave the continent, stuff remains bad. So that's
The
just
tentacle arm stays
mechanically
on.
Sorry,
roleplay
ladies.
wise.
As-
We'll see what happens.
As Eider, Dom, and Kez and Tyler are kind
Oh,
of
speaking
discussing
of.
this, Ned kind of walks over after kind of like pulling off the last of the spider bits. Ned, you saw a large star ruby kind of in the corpse, but kind of tossing it aside because it wasn't spider parts, wasn't natural. About 200 platinum pieces kind of just laying there. Again, not spider parts, kind of just tossing it aside. But you got about 25 pounds of spider brain. No joke.
Nice.
Just because of your background as far as it goes, if you take 10 after looking at your skill check, you're gonna beat me. You get around 30 vials of spider venom from that. No spider silk, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Eider kind of burned the one that had the most amount of silk, and this one was kind of using it to come down. So
Was
I
it
can't imagine much
Get the
chitin is
fangs.
left after it being smushed.
yes, right. You do find the fangs, and they are long enough to be about medium-sized Gladises, if you'd like, for size, or you can change them up later. But for reference, they are medium fangs.
Cool.
Um,
I'll walk up to the group and just kind of turn to Eider and be like, "Well, I gathered up the pieces. I don't know what you want me to do to that stuff." And I motion towards all the rest of the loot.
yeah, the platinum pieces kind of scattered about. The large ruby that is the size of Eider's head, just kind of sitting there.
Yeah, I just like look at it. It's like we're so deep in the fucking materials thing. It doesn't even register as currency. It's just more shit to make stuff out of.
Well, honestly, listen, Kez is a jeweler, and that large ruby
Yeah.
is like,
He's
oh.
looking at it like, this is my payday.
Could be cursed.
Kylo looks
if-
at it.
Well,
you
guys... Ned was able to touch it. Even if I don't do anything with it yet, I can still probably touch it.
I didn't really touch it as much as like roll it out of the way.
Wow.
If Ned wants that stored in Dom's bag of preserving, I will need to know what the amount of things again.
Okay.
Otherwise, I assume Ned's holding on to it.
Kez is the jeweler. I would let him have first dibs.
I meant the
No.
spider brains and like the venom and fangs.
So-
I would
Fangs
hang on
probably
to
don't
the
need to be in
fang.
the bag. Yeah, they don't need to be in
Yeah.
the bag of preservation. How many pounds of spider brains and how much spider venom?
30 vials of venom, 25 pounds
Oh,
of
30.
brains. Yes. And
Heard.
and if it didn't come through, 6 pounds of meat. Because these things are not
Okay.
surprisingly muscular, as most spiders.
We have
shot
more
from the air.
meat.
It smells as well, Dom, as you get a whiff of it. It's not pleasant.
What was the large gem called again?
It is a large star ruby.
Nice.
And then there are 200 platinum pieces if you're picking those up as well.
We
If
could
someone
put those towards party funds.
I will
Party
note,
funds,
for
I will
Kez's
make note of
reference,
that.
those are diamonds. So in campaign, I just use platinum because it's easier to remember for
Oh,
campaign notes.
then never mind.
Yeah.
I will take the 200 diamonds.
Because basically, all coins are gemstones. So these are diamonds imprinted with crowns into them. So they're carved perfectly, like to show that they're a currency.
Okay, I will put
Gotcha.
the meat stuff
So you can,
in
they
the
do
bag
count
of
as platinum pieces
preservation.
though. So if you want to kind of note that for your own books.
Yeah, I'll put them like 200 diamonds, parentheses, the platinum pieces.
Coins. Yeah. Cool.
I honestly preferred having the platinum.
Well, you can't down here. This is the place to look for platinum.
Yeah.
But as you lot kind of gather up things, Tylo mentioning the curse. Thankfully, as Kez walks over to pick it up, the ruby does not seem to be magical or have any magical effects upon it. Neither do the platinum pieces. To Tylo's surprise, I imagine, more than anything. It's so easy a loot for such an unforgiving territory.
It's not cursed, so what's wrong with it?
As you say this,
Oh,
Kez, give me
guys!
a jeweler craft if you wouldn't mind. Go ahead.
Oh, surely. Also, I just realized I have another set of plate armor. It was just the unenchanted one that I wasn't wearing. So I do have plate armor that I could use, guys. Don't worry.
Kez is about
We're
to toss
still
the
here.
ruby into his bag of holding. He sees the armor, suddenly goes and realizes it, starts pulling that out as he puts the ruby down.
Guys, I have regular armor. Oh, holy shit.
Oh my
Kez,
gosh.
it hasn't been washed for reference, so it smells something foul, but it will work.
Hey,
I
you
guess-
know what?
I just kind of shrug and say, well, I can just put the spider parts kind of on it, really. That'll
Yeah, at least,
short
you
to
know,
cut
it's
it a
not like
lot.
you have to start something from scratch. And what did you say? What do I have to roll? Craft jewelry?
Yeah, you craft your jewelry, yeah. Just to see the quality of the gemstone.
That will be a 18.
So, the good news is it's high quality. The gemstone's very well cut. It's designed greatly. Like, whoever mined it out was an expert. Downside, slightly cloudy. Other downside is you look really close at it. There's a skull inside of it, and it's about the size of a dwarf. Not like a full dwarf, but a dwarf skull to be head to be very clear.
Yeah, huh. Interesting. Well, guess I'll figure that one out later. Into the bag.
Into the bag, get the armor on. We got other things to focus on.
Time to modify my character sheet with what that was.
Yep, no
The
worries.
dwarf, in parentheses, dwarf skull.
Mm-hmm. As
Mm.
you kind of collect this, after hearing this, do you say anything to Tylo's comment, or are you just gonna put the orb away, or the ruby away rather?
What was comment was just about it being cursed.
Mm-hmm.
It looks to be fine at the time being. Doesn't seem to give off any kind of magical stuff at the moment.
Tyler just mutters, so I'm with that kind of party. Okay.
Dom is just,
Yeah, you know what you're
What do you
dealing with
think?
now, huh?
The worst party.
what's Kiss's alignment again?
Good, lawful good. I don't know what. Listen,
Do you not need to perform a ritual for the dead or something?
listen. I don't know. Listen, I'm not really sure what really correlates to Skull and Ruby. I'm gonna be honest. That's why I said I'm gonna deal with this later when
deep
I have time
apocrypha.
to. When I have time to actually commune. Because this is listen. It's not too often you see a skull inside
Perfectly cut gemstone.
a perfectly cut gemstone. I honestly don't know what to make with this. So it was a star what ruby?
A star ruby, a large star ruby.
Ju- Okay, gotcha. I was
Yeah,
like,
large
"Is
for
there
size,
something
for
else?"
reference.
Yeah, large star ruby with skull inside, and then 200 diamond. All right, cool.
As you kind of collect this, Tylo kind of judging you as he stands there. But yeah, is there anything else you'd like to do while you're here?
I don't think I can do much
Okay.
besides, like consecrate an area. But for some reason, I have a strange feeling that
Bad idea.
Yeah, I was about to say with what Ella Ugbo said to me about making her presence known in the material realm has made things worse for us just by being here.
Wait, does Kez say that out
It's
loud?
saving. No, this is
Okay,
me
so the
just.
party doesn't know this. Okay, cool. I was making sure because, very important if they hear this. But yeah, if you're monologuing, you're fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, since Ella Ugbo said, yeah, me kind of showing up to save you kind of made all of your lives more difficult. I think bringing more of her, presence into this area might not end up doing us very good. It might be able to boost my divine powers, or at least letting them stay where they are for a bit longer, but at what
Gotcha.
cost?
Yeah. But as you kind of don your plate, taking the 4 minutes it takes, is there anything else the rest of you want to do while you're kind of standing around here? What are you thinking?
No, I think I'm. Well, shit. I like to take like a pauldron at a time off of Kez and like just kind of like ferry back and forth in between my forge, I think.
Okay.
and just kind of like work on it like bit by bit as we're like traveling.
Okay.
One piece at a time.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. As you guys start walking, all right. With Tylo leading you guys further into the Underdark. Tylo, give me your knowledge Underdark roll for. Let's see how this goes.
Of course. Plus 14. These should go well. 30.
30. Okay. One of the party members, please give me a d20 roll. And if you have a luck bonus, you can add your luck bonus.
Who wants to be the one?
Don't all volunteer at once.
I mean, I could do it.
All right,
Last
cool.
time.
Dom has volunteered. Oh, there we go.
Ah!
Thank you, Ryder.
No!
Oh,
Fantastic.
should have had me do it.
All right.
Should have had me do it.
As
You made a big stink last time.
as you lot start heading through the Underdark, good news is Eider's gonna get to go send me a message later for a new magic item he gets to craft. Bad news, it takes you 4 weeks to find your way through the many collapsed pathways, the many destroyed and destructive sections of the Underdark, or the Deep Dark. And even worse news, due to the lovely luck of the party, the unfortunate sons, every time you go to take some downtime and rest or relax, something seems to appear and seems to just try to stay on your peripherals to keep you all on edge, never allowing any of you to sleep. Those that manage to gain any sort of rest find their dreams plagued with nightmares of horrible creatures trying to devour them and their friends. The rest of the party doesn't seem to see each other in their dreams, doesn't seem to recognize the torment seemingly going on with their allies. It's almost as if an illusionary effect seems to be plaguing you a lot while you're down here. But as 4 weeks come and go, which we'll deal with downtime after session, so don't worry, you can send that afterwards. You finally find yourselves in a unique bridge section that Tylo kind of brings you to. It's called Chasms Lost. As Tylo explains, the very basics of it is not only is it the home for one of the greatest apex monster spiders to have ever existed, now long dead, but it's also a common path for many merchants and traders to both set up on and ambush upon. Roughly, this is the most public route you guys will hopefully have to come across, based on the unfortunate luck you've had with many other paths being blocked. Tylo, to your unfortunate, you've realized 12 different routes you mapped out ahead of time. Only the worst one was available, as this party is doomed to a hellish life.
So, Tylo really believes in different people of different faiths, which akin to different lucks.
Mm-hmm.
He feels so horrible for what has to be coming for this party.
As you finally reach the entrance to this chasm, you can see a merchant kind of set up across the way of this first bridge down in the middle of the table or of the map. Is set up what looks to be a snowbeard working away. Her long, bone white beard seems to have a few rings in it that glimmer. A moss-covered cloak kind of covers most of her figure, although it's pretty obvious that she is female from how she somewhat has a bit of more curves than you'd expect of someone traveling in the Underdark. She doesn't seem to have noticed you lot yet, but seems to be just kind of sitting there at a stand with what looks to be a few magical bits and bobs of items specifically crafted from down here. Mostly what look to be natural goods, like teeth, daggers, a couple of pieces of scale shields that are like small, kind of more smaller, like bucklers. Stuff like that. Even from this distance, it kind of catches your eye. And yes, I agree with Eider to the point. Tylo, the other thing is, while they're both they're extremely unlucky and there's something probably coming for them, they're also way too cheery for what's going on.
I was like, oh, it's not raining today. Underground.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Guys, we're not unleashing ancient evils upon the world at this moment. We're just getting plagued by monsters.
All right, well, Dom has said it now. I've got to rewrite the encounter. Okay.
Yep.
Ancient
Dom!
God removal sword. Okay. No, but as you guys come to this kind of stopping point, looking at the bridge, it's rickety, but it looks to be carved somewhat into the stone. The stone does slightly sway, you do notice, but so does most of the cliff sides in this area, as the rocks are kind of almost, as you realize, giant pillars from deep into the Underdark where the shadows seem to linger. What you all like to do? Go ahead.
Do we have any levels of exhaustion from not being able to sleep?
Not yet, but you will.
Okay.
You figure if you go another night without, you will develop your first point of fatigue.
Okay, cool. I
Or
didn't know if we were
fatigue.
tired or if we were like mechanically like tired.
No, it's
Cool.
just character
Dom
drain.
is, I mean, doing his thing, but probably a little bit more noticeably grouchy than earlier, and I would like to instantly do a spot check with
Okay.
my invisibility sight to see if there's anything waiting to ambush us
All
the
right.
second we try to do anything.
All right. Do I need to roll anything on my end, or is that yours? Real quick.
I would just the invisibility. I just can see invisibility. It's a graph
okay.
thing.
Wanted to make sure.
I just have to roll the spot. Yeah.
Got you. I wanted to double check to make sure it wasn't
I
something
have
from
a
the ability specific.
True Seeing spell, but I'm not using that. I only get that like once a day.
Okay. Yeah, as you kind of look about, give me a spot check.
Damn, I'm rolling bad today.
17.
Dom's tired.
As your eyes kind of look about, I mean, it's a pretty open area where you can see a lot of the spires and the bridges going off in different directions, even off to the right and left where the map doesn't show. But nothing seems to catch your attention. Even looking down on the pillars, there's a few what look to be more of these rock crabs that seem to be just kind of sitting there that catches your attention. But beyond that, nothing that seems to be nefarious or seemingly plotting your ambush.
Something smells off in this area. I can feel it, and his eye like slightly twitches as he's just staring super hard at the rock wall and looking around. They could ambush us from up there. They could ambush us from around the corner. We should move in a triangle formation. And he's just like mumbling to himself a little bit. Not like fully lost it, but is like clearly like if we don't get long rest this night.
Starting to go mad.
Do I notice that Dom?
Yeah, fully. This is. I assume it's quiet muttering, but you can tell.
Tired and hyper
Dom is definitely
paranoid.
muttering.
Not a good mix. Not a good mix.
When Dom mutters that something smells funny around here, Ned will kind of like hand waft behind his back.
It's bad. It's horrible.
You know, I have something for insomnia.
What do you have?
I pull off my bag a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And on it, the art is an aboleth tentacle slapping a dwarf.
That's all right.
Slap your dwarven mama.
Do I have any idea what this might be?
You don't. Literally, you can't roll for this. There's not enough lore in the world for you to understand what he's made here. I was shocked when he made this.
What does this do?
Helps sleep.
Well, I cannot fall asleep right now. We are in an immediate dangerous area.
We are? Do you want some sugared hot tea?
Where are you going to brew tea?
Out of my travel cloak, I have my quart of metal flask that produces either pure cool water or sugared hot tea.
Wait,
I just sip the sugared hot tea out of it.
Stops and looks at you, and it's just like, wait, you've always been able to produce iced tea, sugared tea, and this is only now coming up?
Yeah, I thought when you guys were just, I thought you knew when I was drinking a flask that smelled of sugared hot tea.
I thought you bought a lot
I had
of
some
it.
during our last game of Go Fish.
Yeah.
As you think back to that weird long haul where you were playing Go Fish on I think it was Dom's body, or was it Eider's body?
Yeah, Dom's chest.
Body.
Yeah, with the fishing village. Yeah,
with the dried fish cards.
Yes, one of which has been eaten recently by Ned.
Yeah, I would say Dom and Ned played around last game.
But
nice.
As you look about, still seeing no danger, Dom. The merchant just kind of sitting down as they finish up kind of putting down their items as they let themselves ready, watching to see if you lot come their direction. Yeah, what you guys wanting to do?
Sense
we wanna
motive.
check out? Do
Okay,
you want to
roll
check out their
sense
wares after Dom is finished being paranoid? Which rightfully
He's
so.
tired.
I assume
he's
Dom
tired.
drinking the tea as he sense motives.
Yeah,
Here, Dom,
Of course,
have a
it'll give me
swig.
power.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, I actually rolled pretty high. That is a 30.
Fuck. Okay.
I throw
What can
back
I
the
say?
tea.
What can I say? Sugar and hot tea, it works.
And the sugar gives just enough energy.
And what are you trying to gather from this person?
Oh, he is just exhausted, paranoid, and slightly going insane mechanically, as has been pointed out. So I think it's just Dom's on high alert. Like, rather than being tired and sluggish, he's like hyper vigilant, hyper aware, hyper active. So he is like, what are they wearing? Who might they be? Are they what they seem? Are they magical? Is there any like secret items? Do they seem magic? Like, it's
Yeah.
literally just going down the list of like, are they a threat? Are they a threat? Yes, they're a
So
threat, but are they a direct
this
threat?
is an elderly dwarf, and I do use dwarf and not snowbeard specifically for the fact that this is definitely not a snowbeard. They're a little bit bigger,
Okay.
width-wise. They're a little taller than what you've seen. Their beard is, while white and glimmering with bone white, like beard rings, they're also spots of what you recognize purple of the purple metal you've seen called oventium. Kind of dotted throughout their beard itself. They do, as you realize or recognize, have a not magically hiding, but fully camouflaged gargantuan cave lizard that is laying behind them. That seems to like a large chameleon, just kind of be with its eyes moving about. That seems to have a collar reading Merc Fang around its neck. Beyond that, from here, it looks like they give off more of a grandmotherly kind of feeling. Though her eyes are definitely sharp under that hood when you catch a glimpse of them. This is definitely someone who survived under here without much issue, even at their age. Given their grandmotherly vibe, you'd guess they've been down here for a few hundred years.
So Dom just like swigs down the tea, like basically slams it like a shot all in one go. Looks at the woman, takes note of the material, takes note of her age, is like, obviously she's a threat. She's here and she's well seasoned. Notices like the sharp eyes, looks behind her and squints, and then just notices the large ass lizard with the collar on it and seems to linger on it a little bit. Like, okay. I believe it is okay to advance. Don't do anything to anger either of them.
As you say that,
And it looks
Tylo
at
seems
Ned
to
and
run
Kev.
off, skipping basically past you.
Oh,
Hey, Miss Crest, it's been a while.
She looks up, her hood pushing back as she does, two little demonic horns kind of sticking out of almost white bone coloration with tips of oventium on them. Kind of smiles, a very warm smile over at Tylo and goes, "Oh, look, it's the young lad from that. Well, I guess he's not so young anymore, but the young man Zebril's court. How are you doing?" As she pulls out a blood lollipop that seems to be mixed with sugar from a exotic creature from the Underdark.
I mean, if she's offering it, I'll take it.
Yeah, you take it. It smells of raspberries and sweetness, but it's got a slight irony undertone to it.
I'm doing pretty well. I'm guiding a party right now. I'm on commission.
Oh, is that why the Dark King is back there? And she looks at it and goes, "Is that my ex-husband?" She looks at kind Ned, looking him up and down.
No, he's fairly young by his racist standards.
Well, so was he back in the day. And she kind of gives a very awkward growl to you, Tylo. Not oriented at you, but fully towards Ned.
My.
I give one of those like hand finger waves.
Oh, no.
Roll me a charisma check, Ned.
seduce this woman.
Oh no, not Ned
Death by
charisma
Stu Stu.
rolls.
Let's see.
I think if he pisses her off, the lizard's just gonna eat him.
14. She smiles warmly and slightly blushes at Ned's wave back as you see this Tylo.
You give her your best egg, girl.
As she looks over at you, Tylo, and goes, "You know what? I normally would kill them, but I like that one. You're allowed. You can bring him by. Feel free. Bring him over to the shop."
I'll just do a little like childish nod and I'll wave the party over.
Hooray!
I'll approach and look over the lizard, kind of just admiring the reptile.
His eyes are kind of squinted, looking all around at all times as they seem to dart about, but he does not move.
Does he take treats?
She looks at you and goes, "Yes, giants usually."
Would he take spider meat, giant spider meat?
I've never seen him turn down a meal that was offered to him, but watch your hands.
I will give him some of the spider meat, and I'm just gonna like toss it towards him. I don't think.
Okay, I
Dom
was
would.
gonna say, you want to make that reflex check? I'm down
No,
for
no, I'm tossing a
another arm?
chunk of it to him.
it. Right? No, there you go. That's how you get rid of the tentacle arm. You just let it eat it.
Exactly. That's
Like, oh no,
I-
it took my arm.
I think if
Whatever will I
Dom
do?
loses it in like active battle or in another stupid way, he also has to roll for insanity.
Right. As Kreska kind of looks up at each of you as you walk over, she's smiling very warmly at her blushing cheeks, and she goes, "Now, what are some young, very underprepared adventurers doing in my neck of the woods?"
Trying to become less unprepared.
She kind of giggles at that and goes, "Oh, you're smart. Oh, but you are so dumb. It's adorable."
Some say that's my best feature.
She kind of looks at you and laughs at that. Goes, "Well, I think that I would agree with you, sweetheart." She gives you a full eye up and down. She looks about the rest of you and goes, Nah.
I think Kez is just glad it's not him this time.
"Right, for once." She looks back at you
He's
and
free.
goes, "Now, how can the grandmother of knives help the lot of you? I've got knives from all the things I've killed, and all the things I've stolen, and a few things that, well, let's just say they died. We'll say that." She smiles warmly.
Well, I was gonna ask about armor, but I'm pretty sure Ider's gonna be fixing me up.
Okay.
What does she have for I guess ask ma'am, what do you have for Warhammers potentially?
I don't sell anything of that. Mother of Knives is not just a nickname.
When you were like stuff that like you'd taken, I wondered if there was
Oh.
any of those.
Yeah, I don't imagine you can afford it much, but she kind of digs around and goes into her bag of holding and starts kind of pulling a few things out left and right. As she does, she grabs out a war pick and kind of sets it off to the side. Tower shield that glimmers with different kinds of metals. And she kind of looks in and goes, "No, no warhammers. But there might be one down below. There's a tomb down here. Contains something called the Hammer of Judgment or Justice. I don't know. But there's a couple maps I can sell you for 100 platinum."
I am grateful, man, but I feel like the deeper we go, the less likely I'm gonna come out of here alive.
Perfect reason to buy then. You got no use for the money anyways.
I kind of gesture towards Kez and was like, that's probably a better idea. I tap like my satchel where I keep papers and letters and it's like familiar advice, remember?
She looks
What?
at you. As Kez and Kreska both look at Ida confused.
The damn letter. We gotta go find a bunch of them anyway for you.
Yeah, but what am I gonna do now?
As you
My
realize, you didn't
my
tell
current hammer's
Kez.
about.
As the Ida, you didn't tell Kez about the information you were given because he wasn't there for any of that.
Oh yeah, I thought we. Just
As it
off
suddenly
camera
light
fucking
turns
get
on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I figured we just off camera do that. Shit.
No. I mean, because I would agree with you if the player was there during session, but
Yeah,
the player
player
wasn't
wasn't
there,
there.
so he has no context, and that's why Kez looking at you like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
We're gonna be tomb delving for a while probably because it's better to get used to buying maps. I think.
200 platinum, you said?
She nods.
No, wait, nope. You said 100 platinum. I'm ah.
She looks at you and gives a smile, and then suddenly you feel a knife touching something that you really wish a knife wasn't touching, Kez.
Damn.
She goes, "You are so cute, and I bet you would look just perfect without this given your current curse. You think it'll grow back when you return to your normal form?"
Probably not.
Well,
gonna
then
try
I
to
guess that
help.
would probably explain why you shouldn't be trying to deal like that.
All right,
Well, go ahead,
worth
Tyler.
a shot. Oh yeah, Miss Kreska, I got new stock.
She turns, suddenly the knife pulled off Kez as you feel the alleviation a moment later. She looks down with a smile and goes, "Oh, do you now? And has the big fella," she gestures towards Ned, "tried any of them?"
Uh-oh.
Oh, I offered some earlier. Well, I offered some to the really tall one. The others didn't express interest when I first showed up with them.
She kind of looks at Ned and gives her most lustful smile at him and goes, "How about it, big boy? You want to try one of the concoctions with me? I'll give your friend the map for 50 platinum pieces." And she gives a wink. And it is awkward as her entire face slightly slouches as she winks and then repositions itself back as she opens her eye again.
Ned, I'm gonna need you to do something for us.
Ned, she wants
you
the
gotta
third
take one for the
ring.
team.
He's thinking, he's
Ned, you
contemplating.
do have to get pegged tonight. I'm sorry, buddy.
Hey, if you want, you can borrow some of my jelly beans.
Ned, I
Sorry,
think
I don't
is
have any
I'm not
magical
really
loot.
sure what to say to any of this.
Hey,
you just
don't,
look at it.
You don't want any of my ambrosia beans? Come on.
It might make it go a little easier.
You don't want to play gambling and find out what Tylo's booze does?
Kind of looks Ned up and down.
No,
as
not
he-
exactly.
As he says that, she kind of looks at him and goes, The next time, she gives another wink as her skin slightly sags and goes back to normal again, looks over at Tylo and goes, "How about you show me what you got in stock? Well, why don't you all camp out and rest with me? You got a nightmare chasing you, and I don't like that it's near my shop. Well, follow me back to my cabin, why don't we?" As she, "Tylo, you've been here there a few times. It's from what you remember, a small hunting lodge that's not hers, but no one else likes to try and come in there when she's there."
It's hers now.
Pretty
She's
much.
here.
As she kind of looks to the rest of the party with the open invitation.
There's a
Thank you, man, for
nightmare
your
following us.
hospitality.
And Dom looks around.
She nods, and what was that, Kez?
I just said thank you, ma'am, for your hospitality.
She smiles at that warmly as she goes, "Aren't you just a sweet talker? Maybe you can redeem yourself." As she suddenly
I can,
takes...
ma'am.
As you say this, she suddenly appears a dagger in her hand that's cut into a sausage that she takes a bite out as she cackles and goes to mount Murkfang.
I have a long road.
What is this damn lizard, by the way?
It is just a gargantuan cave lizard. Literally is a normal lizard monster that is not high CR.
Lizard.
As you look it up and
Can-
down, as it moves, its feet are very padded. Its very chameleon-like body seems to move slowly as its skin seems to change in shape. You can give me a knowledge nature, see if you've ever seen one of these or read about them, Eider.
Can Dom roll what he knows about nightmares while
Yeah.
he's
If you want to give
paranoid
me
looking
either a
around?
knowledge, nature, or survival check, or if you have like knowledge
Okay.
Underdark or something like that.
I have survival I could do. I also have Monster Slayer, but I don't know if Dom's personally encountered one of these.
No.
Would
So
it be
just
cool if I
survival
rolled
then.
survival?
Sure.
No. They're my thing. No, go ahead.
Uh,
Please do. I rolled bad. 'Cause You're not in
17.
the survival
17.
club.
Okay.
Let's see. I got 13.
13.
So
Okay.
I'm too tired.
Right. Eider, do you recognize this thing? This is not a lizard. This is a very powerful creature under a very strong true polymorph spell that is intentionally hurting the creature. This is a cursed being. From what you can gather, was probably a really powerful, if not great worm like dragon, at one point. Now it's under a binding spell that, unlike True Polymorph, fully allows the original creature to feel the pain of being trapped in a smaller and different body. While it's like muscles and all that have to be conglomerated. Basically, it's if you were a vindictive bastard and wanted to use this spell.
What is this, Ultimaros?
Yeah, so,
I think about using it on our demon enemies is like,
you kind of try to study the runes to see if you can reproduce it, right? Seeing the abyssal markings on the creature. But I assume all of you are following after her as she mounts up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dom's just
Dom and
surveying the
Kez
area.
for the nightmare. As you both roll, and Dom, are you also rolling survival?
Oh, that was my 13.
Okay, go on and make sure. Well, that's what I meant. Yeah, I was making sure it was survival, not nature. And then
Yes.
Kez, you rolled 17 for survival as well?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Dom, you've never fought one of these creatures before, but from the few adventure stories that you've heard through taverns and the occasional merchant's story about the creatures, they hunt the dreams of powerful individuals, devouring their human-like, I guess would be probably more the accurate, emotions that are spurred from this. So terror, whatever, they slowly sap it away from you until your body loses so much energy that you start draining constitution points as you can't sleep. Eventually, it'll drain you completely. But otherwise, you don't recognize any signs of the creature around.
Okay. Noted.
Well, you get all that. These creatures are also particularly attracted to divine individuals, some usually gods or demigod-like beings, or those influenced by gods heavily. On top of, they specifically like to, when they go hunting, like to ambush holy men and women and drag them off alone to kill them, letting the party dismay even more, as you recall in passing.
Oh yeah, I know the same things as you, Dom.
What?
Oh, horror
What
on
do you
Kez's
know?
face, I
What do you
imagine.
know, Kez? What do you know that I know, Kez?
This is the same thing with the nightmare. Yep.
Shake him by the collar. No.
Just like pulling at the
What do you
collar,
know?
like,
What do you know that I know that I don't even know? That you know that I don't know.
No, I know that I know that you know that I know that you know that we know the same thing about the nightmare because we were obviously thinking about the nightmare.
The nightmare.
Hey,
Kez,
you want a sip of this sweetened hot tea?
I will accept the tea. Kez, they seem to go after powerful individuals. I take this as a compliment, but I'm also deeply insulted that they would follow us.
I mean that's just a testament of all of our party's strength, not any specific individual of a divine nature.
I'll look at Eider.
Like that.
Don's just looking at Eider. I mean, the tea.
As you continue heading towards the hut, what as you realize is a small stronghold into one of the prominent spires in these caverns, you all see the massive flag of the House of Underbloom, an ancient Snowbeard house that was supposedly extinct from the original 10. The sigil kind of engraved and emblazoned upon the little fort itself, and what looks to be a group of people working about clearing up dirt and rubble, sweeping and all that as you lot start to head that direction. And that's where we're going to end session today, as the party will probably be looking at a little extra downtime while they're here in the this stronghold. So we thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed. And as Dom gets more addicted to the tea, I hope you all also enjoyed today's tea.